So this is what I just tweeted out a little bit ago. I said my YouTube channel with 169,000 subs was just demonetized for harmful content. I had 0 community strikes on my channel. Please look into this, Team YouTube.
What in the heck, Team YouTube? I'm not surprised by this at all. I was about to pop in some melatonin pills and take a sleep, but I'm not surprised by this at all. I had a video that I was going to put out, a news video that I was going to put out, but I guess I'll put it out tomorrow, and I'll put 2 videos out tomorrow because this is more important. You demonetized Josiah Rises for what reason? Like he said in the clip that I played for you, he's had 0 community strikes, 0 problems, 0 issues, and you demonetized him? Are you crazy? And like he said, he's not surprised by this. He's not shocked. He's a conservative. It's what happens. But it's just aggravating. But at least the good thing is Candace Owens is suing all these fact checkers. She's sick and tired of people constantly misleading people, regardless of whether you're a conservative or a liberal. She doesn't think you should be fact checked for your opinion. And that's exactly right. That is so true. You should not be fact-checked for your opinion. Josiah did nothing wrong but state his opinion. And like Candace Owens says, you can hate me, you can hate Josiah, you can hate Jeremy, Mecca Random, Mary Mayhem, you can hate all these people all you want. But it's eventually going to come around and hit you. It's going to bite you in the butt. It's going to bite you in the backside. You're going to end up at the receiving end of this one time. Again, like Candace Owens said, Bernie supporters felt this. It hit Bernie supporters just as much. So why are we allowing YouTube to get away with this? Why? Because you think conservatives shouldn't be allowed at the table of conversation? And you should have this little echo chamber hug box that you've built for yourself. You fools say you want to fight the system. And you want to fight fascism. While supporting the very tech companies and the very tech organizations that are promoting fascism. Fascism is the opposite of liberty. Liberty means I have the right to say whatever I want. You have the right to say whatever you want towards me. And we can counter each other's arguments without getting physical. And that's it. That's what liberty is about. Freedom of speech. Freedom to say whatever you want to say, whether you're liberal or conservative. It does not matter. It never matters. But what matters is the fact that you're censored for it. I do not like a fair amount of people. Let's name one person that I don't like. I do not like, for the life of me, Steve Shives or Christy Winters. I think they are some of the most pompous, arrogant people in the world. Even other atheists don't like them. They're full of themselves. They think of themselves as better than everyone else. And they're just awful, awful people. Do I think they should be censored? No, I don't think they should be censored. Do I think that they have every right to speak? Of course I do. Just because I disagree with you, just because I disagree with what you say, or how you say it, or how you go about it, doesn't mean that I don't think that you have every right to say it. You do. And I have every right to either counter your points, counter your arguments, disagree with you, or just turn it off and not watch it. Whatever happened to the ability to just turn it off and not watch it? We used to do that all the time. If you don't like something being said, just don't listen to it. Don't watch it. Don't turn it on. And again, I have problems listening to things that I don't like. I do it all the time. But at the end of the day, that's my fault. That's not anybody else's fault that I pushed the play button on a video of something that I watched and didn't like. It's nobody's fault but my own. So the simple fact of the matter that you think this is okay, this is acceptable, because there are people that are ironically supporting the tech giants and what they're doing, and they are in no way giving an ounce of logical thought into any of this. They're supporting YouTube when they censor Josiah. They're supporting YouTube when they censor Mary Mayhem. They're supporting YouTube when they censor Jeremy or Justin Proper. They are doing all of that. And you cheer when big tech does it to you, but then when they turn around and attack you. I remember when YouTube was demonetizing people left and right, and people like Riley J. Dennis, who's a LGBT content creator who is one of the most aggravating people ever. He came and said he was demonetized too. I didn't like the fact that he was being struck. Do I like him? No. Do I think he's a liar? No. Yeah, I do. I really, really do. Do I think he needs to be silenced? No. Because it provides a fair amount of entertainment for me and several others. When you promote silencing of people and silencing of ideas, you create an echo chamber, a bubble that will eventually, you'll squeeze it so hard, you'll squeeze that bubble so hard that it'll burst. And then you'll end up having what's going on right now, your own side attacking each other. The left is attacking each other. This is what happens when you don't have a free-flowing ecosystem of ideas, whether you agree with the ideas or disagree with the ideas. This is what happens when you do that. It is not a good thing. It is not a good thing at all. And the simple fact of the matter is, I don't know how many times we have to get it through your head. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like anything that I say. You don't have to like anything Josiah says, or Antoine, or Ishtar, or anybody. You don't have to like us. But when they come after our free speech, and they come after us, they're not going to stop at just us. When you say something that's out of line, when you say something that's even just a little bit of a misstep, they'll silence you too. And that's true fascism. That is true unadulterated fascism. I am so disgusted by this crap. It should not be happening, but it is. And you're letting it happen because you're not fighting back. You're not telling YouTube to shut up. That whole Carlos Maza thing, you guys rejoiced about it. And then Carlos got taken out of Vox because he was a troublemaker. I just don't know what it's going to take for the leftists to understand. I'm not talking about the moderate leftists like Mecca Random or Jesse Milestone. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the far leftists who think, oh, well, it's their private platform. They can do whatever they want to. What is it gonna take for you to understand that they're gonna do this to you as well? It's gonna happen to you just as easily as it's going to happen to me. You need to wake up. You need to understand that this is something that is dangerous. Silencing and censoring people's thoughts is never a good thing. Ever. Because, let me give you one final example. You're going to say something. You're gonna say something that, like, say you're going after Ben Shapiro. And you're simply quoting Ben Shapiro. You're simply quoting what he says. YouTube is going to hear that and they are going to take you down. The same way that they take all conservatives down. They're not going to care about context. They're just not. They're just going to do it and get rid of the problem. That's how they work. That's how their machine learning works. So they're just going to keep learning more and more and more about what is negative, and what is positive, and they're going to get rid of all the negative. And so if you say something as a quote about Ben Shapiro or Josiah or whatever, and they take you down, you have no right to cry or complain about any of those. This needs to stop. It's disgusting. It's wrong. And we need to speak out against it. We need to fight against it. YouTube, get your act together, please. He has had no community strikes. He's broken no rules. He's been above board this whole time. You only took him down because of his opinions and his views. And that, quite frankly, is just sad and disgusting. Thank you for watching.